welcome to Kirking Off, a Warped Star Trek Shakedown with your hosts, Nathan, Dean, and Brian.
It's funny that music doesn't play through because I don't have the audio input on that screen. What a fucking dummy. I'm just watching the meter not move while the music plays. I'm like, nobody hears this. Well, here we are. Welcome back to the Kirking Off podcast. And we got a little special programming this week. And we're going to be doing an away team draft or an away team discussion. But ultimately, we're going to be drafting an away team. And we're going to see how our away teams stack up against each other's. But rather than have us judge our own away teams, we're going to have you, the listener, judge our own away teams, which basically means that once our away teams are assembled, we're going to put them up for a vote. And we're going to put that link on our Discord and on our Facebook. And it's going to be fucking awesome because you guys are going to be like, this away team is badass, or this one stinks, or this one's good. And I don't know how this is going to go. But we're going to do a snake draft. We're each going to draw. So there's going to be 5 rounds, 5 positions. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So obviously the first pick will be picking back-to-back sometimes, and the third pick will be picking back-to-back sometimes, but the second pick will not be. I'm sure most of you play fantasy, whatever the fuck. I'm sure you know how snake drafts work.
Dude, I am getting Brady in the first round.
Still 63 years old, fucking Brady.
Oh, no, wait. I have to wait till the 6th round so that he comes in with a chip on his shoulder, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, I just dumped vodka all over my dick.
Wait, vodka infused with what?
Brian starts sucking my dick.
I was going to make that joke, and then I decided it was too off color.
Too off color.
Would you like to try a Sunny D vodka?
Sunny D, by the way.
Our corporate sponsor, everybody.
I love
Sunny
that.
D.
I love that Sunny D broke into the vodka game. What do we got in here? Next thing you know, teen pregnancies. And that fucking broke. Blue stuff, fucking pregnancy test. Oh my God, fucking child support.
Social problems.
Oh my God. A fucking pregnant girl in high school. What? Yep.
That never used to happen in the good old days.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Yeah. But I do have like 3.
Nowadays, they're just doing
You're
anal
welcome
at
to it.
16, so it's like they just avoid pregnancy, I guess. Fucking savages. Dude, hey, you guys brought kids in this world. Good luck with all that. Just call me when you need me to kill somebody. That's all I'm saying. You need one of your daughter's fucking friends to disappear. Call Uncle Dean.
My first pick of the draft is the T-1000.
Still got a backhoe and acreage. Anyway, but hope you guys are having a good one. This is gonna be fun, man. Let's have some fun. Let's not talk about teen pregnancies. My mom was a teen mom. She was 18.
My mom was 19, actually.
My parents were also teen.
Yeah.
17 for my
She's
father.
only 17.
So kids, abstinence works. Don't end up like us. Or you don't want your kids to end up like us.
Misguided latchkey kids. Like a couple of 1, 2, 3 fucking Gen X slackers.
I was going to say, Bry's honorary Gen X, I think, right?
Fair enough. Yeah.
I am
look
on the
look
cusp.
at him.
Yeah. That's true.
What are you trying to say?
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to say clearly your parents told you to just go outside and play on the mountain.
Avoid the pervert on fucking 17th Street. You just knew not to go to his house.
No, mine was more like, wear orange when you go out in the woods. Don't get shot.
All right, you're a millennial.
Wear this camouflage vest and these antlers.
Don't do what we did, which is put on fucking camo face paint and fatigues and jump out of the bushes and scare our neighbor while he's skimming his pool. Like, goddamn.
Or when he's returning home from work as, a security guard.
Exactly.
It was definitely not wear orange. There were these little fucking pink pieces of ribbon that were our property line. And it was very serious. It was like, don't go beyond the property line because during hunting season, because we weren't wearing orange.
Yeah.
Like you'll get fucking shot.
Nice. Damn, I thought it was a buck. Well, it ain't a buck.
Well, I don't want to put any of it to waste, so let's start dressing it.
Ryan just upside down, getting de-gutted
Yeah, just blood poured down.
by a dude with hard knuckles and dirt under his nails.
Leather for
Just
hands.
eating Brian.
Well, I was gonna say, I had a face mask made of other people's flesh.
Making that noise when he kills you. Yikes. That's not that, though. This is Star Trek, I swear.
Yes.
I swear.
We're
I swear
about
to
to start
God, this
talking about
is-
Star Trek.
This is a Star Trek discussion. Any second. Hi, chat. I'm talking on the YouTube chat. This is being recorded live on YouTube. Check us out. And Glendy, what's up? What's up, Timothy? What's up, Not Ray Epps? Francisco, how you guys doing? So get back to more fun with your parents. Yeah. You ever catch your parents fucking?
Thank God, no.
I did once. It was a bummer.
No.
Yeah.
My mom. Her boyfriend.
My cousin, it happened to her. Yeah.
I was like, what's my mom laughing at? Open door, shut door.
Okay. How old were you?
Now, how did the guy
young.
feel about this
Young.
laughing?
He didn't see it. I just saw it
No,
was
I meant the
missionary,
laughing.
and I saw his ass in the thrusting position.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Just kidding. I shut the door. I was
Same
like, I don't know
deal
what's
for my
happening.
cousin. It was, I saw his butt.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Anyway, good for him. Good for her.
Egads.
Have fun. Live your lives. Anyway,
But lock
So-
your doors.
away teams. The away team is such a cool thing. I just love the idea of planet-side missions.
Yes.
You know, you got to go down to this place and see what it's like. And they've just always captured my imagination. And I think Star Trek, the idea of the transporter and beaming down to a planet, I think is just such a cool fucking thing.
You know what I always thought would have been a fun, like, kind of theme episode, so to speak, is that kind of diplomatic mission where, you know, you kind of set the stage early. There's a lot of tension and everything, and you have them beam down, and just everything goes fine. Like, you could build it up at various points, like, oh, something could go wrong now. We're going towards the climax, and oh, they just signed the treaty and everything's okay.
So you want to make an episode riddled with tension with no release.
With no release.
I love it.
That's what
It's
I'm
like
thinking.
it's like if nothing happens in Inglourious Bastards. Like if there's no Jews under the floorboards, he's just like, very well, you're clean. And he leaves. You're like, what the fuck? That's the weirdest scene ever.
So much tension. And then, like,
Could I try a glass of your milk? He drinks it. He's like, there's nobody here.
Delicious milk.
Good job for the Reichstag. And he leaves. And you're like, fuck movie.
yeah.
I like it. They beam down, not an issue. Everything's fine. Beam back up.
Yeah.
Planet looks great.
Looks great. Well done. Actually, we're going to implement some of these ideas on the Enterprise. Yeah, you guys are really ahead of the schedule
They're
here.
very progressive.
Wow. No kidding.
They didn't try to execute a child for messing up a flower bed or anything like that.
Stepped on a tulip. Next thing you know, he's on the gallows. God damn. The idea that they would even let Wesley even entertain a try. No.
No.
Beam back to the ship. File your report.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, that's why they had to have the half invisible.
The half invisible
Spaceship.
bullshit.
Yeah, that could easily destroy the
Oh,
Enterprise.
it's always that. Anytime you want to put him
Until
in a
Picard
pickle.
started talking, that convinced them. As always.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, in terms of how do you want to, because we have to do it first off, how do you want to determine the order?
Easy. Random number generator.
Random number.
If you're on YouTube, you're in luck because we're going to bring your attention right to
wow.
Google. We're going to randomly generate a number
I don't think 25 helps us, dude.
between 1 and shut up. Between 1 and 50 for each of us.
Uh-huh.
So I'll click once for Brian. I'll click once for Nathan. I'll click once for me. Highest is first. In a descending order
You
from
mean
there.
closest?
Okay.
Oh, highest. I got you. Yeah. Sorry. I'm
It's not
sorry.
that complicated, is it?
There's no guesswork. Yeah.
Tim back on catching your parents fucking. Tim Washman says, one time woke up in the middle of the night and caught it in the living room. Oof, living room.
First of all, bully on your parents for having fun.
Kind of rad.
Yeah.
Fucking in the living room is.
I mean, you're
that's like
traumatized.
The moment.
You're traumatized, but they had a good sex life.
But yeah,
I like a
goddamn.
healthy
Yeah.
couch fuck is nice.
Yeah.
It's just kind of raw. Like, let's fucking
Well,
go.
and if you think about it, I mean, like, if you go into the bedroom, you can lock the door and stuff. Great. You're they might have been into it.
that's the point.
The idea of getting caught.
You know, you're watching your dumb programs. Next thing you know, there's a hand on the leg, and
But living room sex is spontaneous.
Yeah.
And that's some good
And
stuff.
hopefully they weren't, perverted and wanted to get caught by their kids. So
Oh, they were perverted. Don't get twisted. Timothy's leaving out the positions on purpose.
perverted in the best way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it as a pejorative. Certainly be perverts, but don't traumatize your kids. So I'm going to roll for Brian, I guess.
Yeah. I'll go first.
Brian?
All right, I'll click this number. It's 1 through 50, and Brian gets 36.
Negative
in a row.
2. No.
Nathan gets 30.
34.
I'll take
Negative 2.
That was lame.
No, well, -2.
And Dean, go ahead.
Dean's going to get, like 3.
Fuck you. Ready?
I wanted to be number 2. That's fine.
17.
Fuck your mothers.
Number 2.
So I'm last. God damn it.
I always
dude.
feel like a big steaming number 2.
So first pick overall in the draft goes to Brian, second to Nathan, third to Dean. This is so lame.
You get 2 in a row, though.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? All right, well, so in this away team that we're going to be doing,
It's appropriate Brian goes first, too, because I'm not sure what the hell's going on.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm going to pick.
It's not that.
Listen, if this is going to a vote to the listener, I'm playing to that crowd. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan, Brian, you have a first pick. We're going to get 5 slots on our away team.
Yeah.
Then we're going to put them up to a vote for those of you just joining us. And we're going to see who has the best away team according to our listeners.
I will tacitly say at the end of the episode, I would like to pick who on your team is commanding your away team. Just a little extra. Doesn't have to be big.
You mean who's the captain?
Not the captain. It's just like who's in charge of your away team.
The highest ranking officer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
But in a lot of cases, we're going to have, I think, because
Does
there's a lot
Google
of
have a
crossover.
random mission generator so we can see what kind of mission it is?
That's all part
Yeah.
of your sales pitch,
Oh,
Nathan.
it's space archaeology. I wish I had the card. Damn it.
Are there any restrictions? So we want to try to stick with actual characters that serve on ships and stations.
Yes.
We don't want to
And
get cute
Yeah.
with fucking interns into this into that.
But that being said, we had floated out the idea of no captains, which I don't think that should be a rule.
Fine.
I think the less restrictions.
I don't
the
remember
better.
floating it. So,
I did.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not sold on it.
well,
so.
because I mean, if you do think about it, people will perhaps gravitate just to their favorite captain, and the rest might
Correct.
be filler after
That's
that.
my concern. I think people are going to pick their away team based on their favorite captain.
So there is some value there. It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm game for saying no captains. I would be willing to bet there will be few-ish captains on the away team squads, but maybe I'm wrong. Certain captains lend themselves to away teams, like Kirk is always on an away team.
Yeah.
Archer's always on an away team.
So is it a
Janeway-
rule or not, Bri? I'm confused.
I say
Quit your jibber jabbering and get to the point.
captains are on the table.
All right.
So Federation personnel, crew members that we have seen in the shows that we're talking about.
Glendy brings up a good point. Animation, fuck animation.
Yeah, nah,
Got to be flesh and blood.
yeah, not germane to this conversation. I don't think.
Who was on animation?
Lower Decks.
Oh, right.
Well, hey,
Lower
TOS
Decks,
original
TOS,
series.
the animated series, and then you could throw in
Which is the same as the fucking regular series.
you could throw in
well, but there
Prodigy.
might be other characters on the
This is
animated
fair.
series. Although
Regardless, animated I think is out the window.
Well, if you want to play the captain game, we can play the captain game, but you should probably have a fail-safe in the event that it becomes a captain popularity contest.
My failsafe is if you really want to sell the people on captains, go ahead, make your sales pitch.
Fine.
Yeah.
With the first overall pick, Brian selects.
I think it's an easy pick for me because of the versatility of the character, and that would be Commander Data.
Yeah, I knew he was going first overall. First overall, Data.
Yeah, it's kind
You're
of the luck of
fucking scum.
It's kind of the luck of having the first pick because Data is going to be versatile.
you're gonna
for
hit that ion storm, he's gonna shut off.
Yeah,
The radiation's gonna make him forget.
He's already tanking you, man.
Yep.
He's already ad hominem in your
So
team.
so I'll play devil's advocate against myself, and I will
Some
say Data
fat
has
villager is gonna stab him with a spear.
Data has some stuff. He's got some limitations, right?
Oh,
But
I'm gonna have emotions. Oh, I can't deal.
Wait until one of you picks Worf.
So that's Lieutenant Commander Data.
Lieutenant Commander Data, I think, is my first pick, and again, it's speaking to the versatility. And this doesn't need to be a long speech on why I'm picking Data, because that's a pretty obvious first pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's versatile to multiple different. So when I first started pitching this to Dean and Nate, as they made fun of me in the last episode, I was thinking very structured and having specific roles for, who's your pilot, who's your engineer, who's security, who's science, who's medical.
And Data was going to be your sex bot.
And Data was going to be, my blow up doll. But I think both the guys brought up a good point, which is that essentially every away mission is different. So you're going to have different personnel based on that. So it's better to go in with a generalized
Top tier talent, baby.
top tier talent. Right. So not going department by department. So that being said, if I'm picking someone who's a jack of all trades and a master of all, that would be
Arguably,
Lieutenant
yeah.
Commander
I better
Data.
think of who I want because I know who Nate's going to pick.
You sure do, because it's the only logical choice, motherfucker. We go on Spock.
Oh yeah.
The man who can single-handedly carry whole franchises now, and who the lovely people at Paramount evidently can't escape because they need to keep having him in movies and in shows.
Spock is a great pick.
Yep. The basis of TOS appeal, and I'm not Spock exclusively, but he's obviously a big part of it. And then just carrying that forward, it doesn't hurt that he's got super smarts
He's wicked smart, kid.
and he's wicked strong and he can put people to sleep with a little pinch and he can mind meld with them. He's got,
Constantly useful to pinch.
He's
constantly useful to
Yeah.
pinch for every
the
non-lethal.
meld. How much better is the meld than Deanna Troy's empathy? It's just incredible. As a literary device, as a story device, it's Spock.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's a rough hole you guys put me in. I'm not going to lie to you.
Who do you go with? That's
Who do I
tough
go
one,
with?
Dean.
It's a tough one, but I know the demographics of our listeners.
Whoa.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not talking about the mission. Now we're just pandering.
Dude, that's my only hope. All right. So I think, yep, somebody in the chat's on to me. I think I'm going to go with a classic. And I think that classic is going to be Commander William Riker. Commander William Riker is going third overall to me. And I think he's going third overall to me because of his versatility. Commander Riker can do diplomacy. He can do difficult show of force. He's martially competent. He's charming if necessary. And I think he's a good evaluator of situations to know if this is going to break bad and what he needs to do in that situation. Unlike the two computers that you nerds picked, Riker I think he's got a versatile way about him.
But can he do math?
He can do a little bit of math. Yeah, he can count the notches on his fucking bedpost.
That's why you picked him. We all do it. We all do it.
If there's a goddamn lady down there who needs to be liberated from her virginity, he's in.
At least 50% of the missions involve sexing up a local. So
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
It's an important skill.
Even if
Commander.
they're a non-binary, he's into
He doesn't
that
give
as
a
well.
shit.
Yeah.
If there's a hole, he'll fucking. Yeah.
It's a good pick.
So Riker has to be my first pick in the first round or third pick overall, which brings
And by the
me-
way, best pilot in Starfleet according to
Fantastic
Geordi,
pilot.
I think.
Yep, he's a fantastic pilot. Which brings me to rounding out Riker, since I get to pick again in the second round. So Data and Spock, fantastic, good at what they do. Riker's probably going to need a little bit of help though, and I feel as if Riker. I always think it's because of Riker's versatility. Riker's weakest skill set is probably medicine. So I think he would probably benefit from some kind of medical professional with him to fill out the number 2 slot, and to fill it out in a situation to where maybe it would be. I think it would be a really cool. I think it would be a really cool dynamic to see these two work together. So I am going to go with my second pick overall. I'm going to go with Bones McCoy
Oh, interesting.
as my med professional to hang out with Riker. Bones is, I think he's a great doctor, and I think he's got a awesome attitude, and I just love the way he comports himself amongst others. And I think he would challenge Riker just enough to keep Riker honest, but I don't think he would be too difficult for Riker to work with. And I think Bones just has a ton of experience.
And I mean, we've seen episodes where, you know, if Riker's really running into trouble, Bones is just going to take that Rohypnol right out of his pocket. I mean, we've seen him do that for Kirk. He's going to help Riker in the same way.
He is.
I think Bones is a good pick.
Bones McCoy.
I think Bones is a great pick. I think that's two great back-to-back picks.
Not bad. Riker and McCoy, I'll take them.
I'm not going to lie. I wanted Riker.
Yeah, of course you did. Everybody does.
We're going to see if he was still on the table. But I actually was in the same mold thinking, I got to get me a doctor. And, you know, who's going to be able to intellectually keep up with Spock, have some fascinating conversations. And I
know who this is.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe someone who's a little engineered towards the purpose. And that would be Julian Bashir.
You fucker.
Had to be Bashir.
Yeah.
Had to be Bashir.
He is my favorite doctor.
Is he a lieutenant?
I was taking him next round if you didn't.
What's McCoy's rank? Lieutenant commander, right?
He might even be commander by then. But no, lieutenant commander at least.
Okay.
Yeah, and same with
Bashir's
Bashir.
just a lieutenant.
I want to say
Well, no,
all the
he
chief
becomes
medical
lieutenant
officers
commander,
are all commanders.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
I mean, eventually they are,
Yeah.
but
No, I think to start all of the...
We had this discussion when we talked about
It's
Bashir
true.
during the doc block, and people told us.
yeah, like I remember
what he was. Yeah,
I remember I had for breakfast.
he was definitely
let
not a
alone what the
lieutenant
fuck-
JG, but he might have
Yeah.
still just been a lieutenant.
Fair enough. It doesn't matter too much to be frank.
Yeah,
I mean, Spock's your clear
Yeah.
guy running the show.
yeah. Command science,
So far.
you know,
Yep. Bashir's a good pick.
superpowers.
So Nathan's team is composed of Spock and Bashir.
Indeed.
Brian has Data so far, and I have Riker and McCoy. So that brings us to the last round of last pick of the second round, Brian. Your pick is going to be whom?
So I'm benefiting from that classic fantasy, whatever sport you play on a snake draft. Like, does it matter the order in which I do
Because you're
these
getting
things?
back-to-back picks.
Right.
It might matter to your picks.
The problem is that's a lot of pressure because you
Yeah.
can fuck up when you get two back-to-backs like that.
Of course.
It can be tough.
So I'm going very unorthodox because I have a feeling. I got a feeling you guys are going to be very TOS, TNG, DS9 heavy.
You're not wrong.
You ain't lying, brother.
Yeah, and maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot.
Oh, you are.
But I'm gonna sell myself on the pitch at the end in terms of the competency of my team.
I know who it is. Tuvok.
No, it's not.
Okay.
7 of 9 is my next pick.
You nerd.
And he's trying to sell sex appeal.
No, I'm
That's what he's
not.
trying to
No,
do.
I'm not. I'm trying to sell
He's trying to sell skin tight silver
versatility
velour.
and competency. She's got nanoprobes up the ass, not literally and
Really?
figuratively, but both of them.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Skin tight silver velour. That's
Good
all
to know.
I'm saying.
Good to know she's into that. All right. So, who's your first pick of the third round? Now that you got 7 of 9.
So this one's going to be tough. That's why I left it for the second one.
Interesting pick.
Yeah, it's an interesting early pick because I do think that she
She wasn't on my board, just so you know. So I'm not too upset with you.
No, you shouldn't be because I don't think that she's necessarily she's a fucking fan favorite because of that
Yeah, of course.
body karate, but other than
You're a black belt, brother.
But other than that, I think that she's highly competent, and I also think the actress happens to do a good job with the role.
Is she in Picard season 3?
She is.
You fucking dish rag whore.
She's in Picard season 1 and 2 as well.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you're doing there.
But I think that the next direction I'm going to go is going to be another strange one, and I'm going to pick Constable Odo.
Oh, he was on my list.
Ooh, Odo's a good pick.
Yeah. You need
My
a space
versatile
fascist.
fucking squad here.
Space fascist.
You need
I
a
got
space
to.
fascist.
Someone's got to tie it all
Now,
together.
arguably, he's not Starfleet, but you know.
Hey, listen.
I was going to count Kira
Fair.
and Odo
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kieran Odo are probably in. But
Yeah.
But your team composes of Data, 7 of 9, and Odo.
I don't have a
Hopefully
leader.
it's not a mission of mercy.
I don't have a leader. Yeah, they're going to be a fucking ruthless squad.
It's funny because I considered going with like Team Femme Fatale and just trying to fill out as many of the ladies as possible to get the votes that way. But I value Starfleet, integrity too much.
Who's your pick, brother?
That is a very tough question. I was going to go engineer in third slot.
I dig it.
Yep. I'm still thinking.
But you got Spock and Bashir. Strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah. And so the question is, do you go? I think I'm going to go with one Miles O'Brien.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Yeah.
Potato Head.
One, because I love the Irish.
Good fuck. Holy fuck, lad.
Two, I already got Bashir. I mean, I got a nice,
Now you've got
a buddy cop show in the
exactly.
work,
Wow.
He's got the combat experience that maybe Spock and Bashir don't necessarily
if
bring.
you're going on
I like
a Cardi mission,
I like the Bashir Miles
and the jury
O'Brien
rigger.
synergy.
Exactly.
that's a good selling point as well, is that you've already got that synergy on your team.
Yep.
You've got two people that they play well together. At least darts.
And kayak and Alamo. And Battle of Britain.
Excellent.
But yeah. I won't say anything because Dean's going to pick next. But
All right, I have 2 picks.
Glendy has my second. I was really close.
I have 2 picks at my disposal. So I'm leading things off with Riker. I think he makes a good sense for a catch-all leader for my team, which is then followed up with McCoy. Great doctor, legendary doctor, out-of-the-box thinker, which I enjoy. Which brings me to needing to round out my team. Now, I have 2 picks, and then I only have one more pick after this, which does beg the question. I'm not sure which direction I'm going to go. But I think I need to lean into the competence of this individual because I think he will help round off my team where it seems to be lacking from a skill set perspective. And I'm going to go with Lieutenant Commander Geordi LaForge next.
Yeah.
He was really close to being my third.
It's LaForge going at 9 is
Criminal.
yeah. He's great.
So
And he's not going to get in Riker's way.
he's not going to get in Riker's way. Which brings me to another pick. And I wasn't sure if this person was going to fall this low. And I'm glad they did it. And I am going to pick them because I think they're fantastically competent. And I think they round me out from a science perspective.
Dax.
Yeah, dude.
Dax is in. So we're going Lieutenant.
I'm assuming
Dax?
not Esri.
Not Esri. No, Jadzia. Jadzia Dax. Because I think Jadzia brings a great science knowledge. And she also, I think, would have good chemistry with the rest of the team. That seems to be something she's very good at. And I think she has perspective. She has a wide range of perspective because of her symbiotic relationship with aforementioned Dax.
She has lifetimes of experience
Indeed.
to lean on.
So
That's
we
a good
got
point.
Riker, we got McCoy, we got Geordi LaForge, and Dax. Leave me with one and the final pick. But that's not my turn. We're back to the middle. So Nathan.
Goddamn. I don't know who to pick. There's a lot of fairly compelling characters. But right now, I think what I'm missing is someone kind of in that security role. I got.
Are you looking to fight old white men? Because I can steer you clear of someone.
Exactly. It's tough because I
know who my last pick is going to be. I'm curious to see if one of you fucks take him.
my heart does say
It's such a good pick.
But his versatility does seem limited on the show. On that show, it expands dramatically on DS9.
Indeed.
And so
you can say DS9, Worf.
No, in fact, if you say Worf, I am not going to hold against you the white old man problems he has on the Enterprise because it's an away mission.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And most of the bad stuff you see happen to Worf when he can't.
Although neutral zone, he gets tossed over to. Oh no, he beamed back onto the Enterprise.
Yeah,
and
he's
fucks him
on
up.
the Enterprise.
That's right.
I was gonna say but when the Google mission generator pops up with like, oh, hyper aging at Colony like Norway 1, I'll be screwed.
Fuck yeah.
But no, so the other potential security pick I was really thinking of was Tuvok. And so the question is really, do I go with I already have one Vulcan. That's what's really kind of pushing me in the direction.
You've got a little bit of cohesion
Team computer
there.
Yeah, well, but see, I also
you've got Spock and you've got Tuvok and you've got Bashir and O'Brien.
It's
Poor O'Brien. He's like, I'm on this team. I'm not an augment. I'm not a fucking Vulcan. I've just got raw experience.
And yet O'Brien's the one I trust to survive.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Through
Battle of Setlik.
Yeah, he's going to survive through lots of hardship because that is the Irish way. I'm going to go Worf. Ultimately,
good pick.
The idea of having our honor-bound Klingon brethren, who once again has appeared in 3 different series, that doesn't mean nothing.
Worf, brother.
And,
I also think that like any criticisms you can level against him come down to production silliness.
Of course,
right?
Yeah. No, he's a great character.
No, he's
the
a great character.
is great,
and I love Michael Dorn, the actor, and everything. So yeah.
Damn, the Hoover vacuum cleaner's coming with double picks.
Yeah. Who's going to be left?
Who's going to be left for me? I got the last pick.
Okay,
Brian. Right now, your team consists of Lieutenant Commander Data, 7 of 9, Odo, and
all right. I've got some picks coming in.
I've got some ideas for you, but who listens to me?
The airlock. I've got more controversial picks coming in. Coming in hot. First one. I'm going to take
Tashiar.
Commander Trip Tucker from Star Trek Enterprise. He's a fucking...
From Star Trek what?
What show? What show is that?
Enterprise. Star Trek Enterprise fucking Trip Tucker. I think that he is
Dude, you picking an Enterprise character, you may as well have just gone right to Chernobyl. You just contaminated your whole team.
Nope. I'm fine.
You ain't getting one vote.
When you say I'm fine, you mean you're that dog surrounded by flames going, this is fine.
No, I'm fine.
Nothing is fucked here,
I picked
dude.
Trip Tucker because we have a loyal, dedicated viewership, and they've actually watched Star Trek, unlike you two fellows. So they've seen that show.
Savagery.
So they know that
They're
Trip
one
Tucker,
of 10 people.
Yeah, all 10 of our viewers have seen Enterprise, and so they know that Trip Tucker is a fucking he's the goat of that show.
He's pretty rad. I like Tucker. I do.
I think he's the most interesting part of that show through all 4 seasons. And he's shown to be a highly competent, great engineer and great on away missions. And then I'm going to pick for my 5th and final pick, and as the commander of my team, James Tiberius Kirk, to round out my squad.
Little do you know, going in the 5th round, he's just going to pout. You've insulted his pride.
No.
He's not going to do shit for you.
He was always in charge.
Kirk's the ace up the sleeve because that
Yeah.
might get you the votes you need.
Yeah.
Because Kirk's just a fan favorite. He's going to get picked.
Kirk is going to be leading the away mission. He's a highly competent leader. And with that team of that fucking dream team behind him, and he's the commander, let's fucking go.
This is I'm surrounded by robots and idiots. This is ridiculous. I never thought of. Could some flesh and blood, please? Somebody, some flesh and blood.
One of them is just a puddle in a bucket.
I'll be over here fucking 7 of 9. You guys do the mission. That's what it's going to come down to.
For an all-rounder,
Oh,
Kirk
by the
is
way,
a great choice.
At the end of the day, Kirk and 7 of 9 at the end of the away mission are fucking making it. That's 100%.
100%.
I don't know. She's got a lot of emotional issues. I think she's far more likely. She's far more likely to fall for Data than Kirk. I mean,
I am fully functional.
exactly.
When anatomically correct.
Dude, Jake Andrews shouting out.
Fully functional and anatomically correct.
There's gonna be a lot of omissions. We only get to
Yeah.
pick 15 characters, so there's gonna
Totally.
be a lot of people.
A lot of
we don't
people
pick.
being left out there.
I know. And
Yeah.
it's horrifying.
A lot of people being left out.
And it's funny because looking at, my picks, obviously I have so far, especially since 2 of my characters appeared on both Next Gen and TS9, O'Brien and Worf. I mean, I'm trying to get everyone's favorite series involved, multiple times in multiple ways.
Who do you got, brother?
I don't know. This is a really tough one, especially with somebody breaking the captain seal over here.
Fucking powerful.
Yeah, he really had to do it to save that team.
I don't think I had to do that to save that team at all.
That's the joke, Brian.
I just needed.
I think he did.
I just needed a commanding officer because I picked a bunch of like
you needed
deferential.
a good choice to offset Tucker.
No.
Dies completely unceremoniously
Tucker
in the last terrible episode of
Tucker's
Enterprise.
a great episode.
Nathan, you want to take Troy?
It's funny you say that.
With your team chemistry.
It was a thought process.
Please take
looking
Troy.
at my list, I do have that lack of female, thing.
You missed something there, yeah.
Yeah. Now Jadzia already got taken.
Goddamn right she
Seven
did.
already got taken. Now I have some very good choices. Yar and Troy. No. Chapel and Yeoman Red. Wow, the 60s
See,
were a
this is
different
where
time.
this is where your shit falls through because you've got B'Elanna and T'Pol to look at who are highly competent.
But I already have the Vulcan. So I was between B'Elanna and Kira. And now I already have the engineer. I don't have the terrorist willing to get shit
Let's
done.
fucking go, Nate.
I'm going Kira.
Hell yes. That is a fucking great pick.
That was my
DS9
last
heavy.
pick.
Oh,
That
was
my
it?
last pick.
DS9 heavy, but man, I like me some Kira.
It's a good squad. It's a great pick because I think, and by the way, I'll even say Kira didn't even make my list because I was so specific to like pilot, engineer, security, science, medical, where like she kind of falls more into command.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I didn't specifically make a list out for. And so I think Kira's a really great pick because she does have highly versatile skills.
Yeah.
She is a really awesome character on the show.
Fantastic character. Exactly. Yeah.
So, dude,
Good pick.
Yeah.
my hat's off to you.
All right.
one.
Well, I got my last pick here, and I got some thinking to do, boys. I got some thinking to do here.
Go for a Captain Dean.
So
can
you
do
got
it.
Spock. Nathan has Spock, Bashir, O'Brien, Worf, and Kira.
Yep.
Powerful. Brian has Kirk. Let's just start there. Data, 7 of 9, Odo, and Trip. Bit weird. Bit weird, but I dig it.
Especially because you could have got B'Elanna. I mean, just saying.
I could have, except that I think that Trip Tucker is, I think he's a better
since he
engineer than B'Elanna.
Predates all of the technology by 150 years, but
That's not really in the spirit of the question, I don't think. Who's competent
So-
in their era?
Yeah. So I have one more pick to make. I have a versatile leader in Commander Riker, a guy who can do many different things. He can be charming, he can be diplomatic, he can be martial if necessary. McCoy, his skill set is obvious. Geordie's skill set is beyond the pale. He's a fantastic engineer, great at what he does. Dax, amazing scientist, another person with amazing perspective on things.
your fifth spot is basically frosting. It's icing.
It's icing on the cake.
All four of these people are so hyper competent they could easily take any mission out.
They could. Yeah, they're highly mission specific.
And between Riker and Dax, you got the physical appeal.
Physical.
So who are you going to
good
pick?
looking team.
Good looking team. Who are you going to
Good
pick?
looking team. Well, I don't want to play to the demographic or anything, but every once in a while, the commanding officer has to step up. Has to
Man,
show up.
Pandering piece of shit.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Win the poll.
But I
because
left
of
him there.
your unrealistic fucking away team. Go ahead.
Every once in a while, the
I didn't pick 'em.
captain's got to show up to help get shit done.
And he picks Archer.
You piece of shit. You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'm leaving you guys on a fucking
He sucks.
I wicked
To
wanna-
everybody voting, he sucks. Know what he's doing. Fucking understand what he's doing right now. It's not the spirit of the fucking competition.
Hey,
Go ahead.
real quick.
Make it so.
I want to pick Cisco. I want to
You
pick
should
him.
pick Cisco.
Because
to
You
be
should.
honest.
He's my
because
favorite.
at least he went on away missions
Picard were like
Picard-
6.
Yeah, he went on a few.
in the first season.
Now,
Before he knew better.
Before Riker was like, you're not allowed to go on them.
Yeah.
here's what I think. Picard seems like a great choice, doesn't he? Picard, Riker, McCoy, Geordi, and Dax. Legendary. Cisco, Riker, McCoy, Geordi, and Dax.
Still really fucking
Still
strong.
pretty fucking good. And you get a little bit of that edge with Sisk. The Cisco kid got a little edge to him. I think him and Riker make an interesting pairing. But I really have a funny feeling that if Picard beamed down to a planet with Riker, McCoy, Geordi, and that Jadzia Dax, I don't think there's a mission there going to fail.
Bones too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just you got the medicine, you got the science, you got the. What does Riker bring to that table? Actually,
Pilot.
he's just gonna fly them there.
I'm a pilot.
Poor Riker.
I'm a pilot. I think
It's a good point that if Picard's there, Riker becomes somewhat of a redundancy in terms
Yeah,
of
people
the
don't pick
skill
this
set.
garbage team.
This
bunch of
fucking-
losers.
This piece of shit.
They're like
with
the
his-
Bruins. Get them out of here in the first round.
that's mean, bro. So yeah, I think that Riker has learned a lot from Picard. And the reason he's learned a lot from Picard, I feel as if that makes taking Picard with Riker a bit of a redundancy, as Nathan pointed out. However, I do think that this team, with Riker, again, Riker's super competent, right? But sometimes Riker needs a little bit of direction from a strong individual who's willing to do. It's Picard.
Yeah.
Just fuck with you guys.
Well, and I mean,
It's got to be Picard.
now to
I agree.
straw
He can-
man the choice. To steel man the choice. I would say Picard has the diplomacy factor. Of
course.
he's obviously much more kind of
He's
knowledgeable.
going to go
and-
talk to
He
the
is the
fucking
strongest
royals.
diplomat.
There's
of
a
any
reason
of these
When they
picks.
split up,
Yeah.
they split up. Riker goes this way with a couple of these. Picard
Yeah.
goes this way.
There's a reason Riker and Picard worked so well in the show. Is
Indeed.
because they actually do have complementary skill sets.
They do.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, you still suck in your choices. So
So
I hate you.
my team is Picard, Riker, McCoy, Geordi, and Dax.
Nate,
Well-
who's leading your team?
Here's my it's Spock, really. But
Spock.
Clearly,
My pitch to all you
your team
fine
is
people
a-
out there.
is full of murderers.
Yeah, there's a lot of competency there.
There's a lot of killers on your team.
Well, yeah, we were going for Team Killer. It's
Dude,
true.
Spock, just between Kira O'Brien and Worf, you're killing shit.
But see, I feel like if someone isn't a DS9 fan, they're going to lose out a little on the appeal. And that is a show that doesn't get the love it deserves, in my opinion, but also, more importantly, is weirdly divisive. Some people don't like it. I almost went Cisco with the last pick, which
Cisco is a great.
might
Cisco
have been,
should have been on a team.
yeah, might have
Agreed.
been a better choice than Kira, just because then we'd all have captains. But
She was my last pick.
folks, I will say,
Straight fighter.
only one person was like, we talked about not doing any captains, and I stuck with that. These guys didn't. They felt their teams were so weak.
We discussed.
So weak.
We
that they needed to
discussed
go
not
with
doing captain.
Your words.
commanding officers.
Your words. Icing on the cake.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Seriously, when you pick 15 characters from Star Trek, you're going to end up with some fucking great teams.
Of course.
And that's why almost like I said, a random mission generator or something would have been hysterical.
Imagine if you did a fantasy sports team and you were only picking 15 players from the NFL. Like everyone would be scoring astronomical points every week. It would be ridiculous. Like,
Imagine if you just put 5 captains on your team.
by the way, like
I was tempted as soon as
that'd
they
be
came
sick.
by. Yeah.
I think that I obviously picked, in terms of fan favorites, some of the weakest.
You ain't
Characters.
just whistling
No,
Dixie.
well, no.
However-
you capped yourself with Tucker.
Trip
a
and
little.
7 of 9.
But
Yep.
7 is pretty popular.
And
Yeah, that's true.
but I'm relying on the hardcore nature of our group that will be voting versus the general zeitgeist.
Don't get me wrong. I am voting for Dean.
The problem with the vote too
He's
is
got Picard. It's over.
people won't listen. They'll just go off the vote, which is a bummer.
It's
So
true.
our best intentions will be laid waste.
I was going to suggest perhaps we do a fun like bonus any character.
We don't say that word anymore.
This is the one time it's allowed is because it's not an episode. But as far as a mission specialist type, like just one character from Star Trek.
As a mission specialist?
As, just a joke mission specialist that you can either look at your team and then come up with someone you think fits or something like that,
Like if you had to only beam one person down to get something done?
No. This is someone who can get a lot of shit done, has some kind of appeal to the voters, and also, is just a fun Star Trek person to talk about.
First overall.
Yeah.
Data.
Well, Data already went.
Oh, you're saying, you want to do a bonus?
Yes.
Oh,
this
I
is
gotcha.
number 6.
Okay, cool. I'm a little slow.
Without the Starfleet
Sunny D
or even the
vodka's
main
working.
Without the Starfleet or even main character, like kind of tag on it, someone. So
And what is this person's purpose?
To augment.
You mean you're talking about
Khan.
Yeah. Well, I was going to make the joke. Someone who was a prince. Or something
because
like
it is what you wish to do.
just someone like that, like a one-off or multiple off.
Tack them on the 5, you're saying.
Tack them on the 5.
You want to do bonus.
The bonus, baby.
And you want to fucking...
Mission specialist.
He wants to whip out a mission specialist bonus and tank this entire rule set.
But you're going to go first.
Why?
Because you're up.
Oh.
And so this is a non-Starfleet personnel?
It doesn't matter. This is someone in Star Trek.
Someone in Star Trek to tag on duty.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, but like, are you being a piece of shit and saying like it's Q?
No,
because we already
Q is-
discussed
yeah,
this.
All right, Q is still off the board.
Yeah, he's dumb.
You can't have an omnipotent being. So no Trelane, no...
And he might not even succeed.
No
Natulum.
Traveler.
Yeah, no. Well,
Nagilum.
Traveler, I mean,
Nathan
if
has
you want to
somebody-
touch children...
Just so you know, he's got somebody in mind.
No, I have-
He's got
in
a
the bag.
lock.
In
I
the
have-
bag.
He's got a lock.
I have multiple people in mind. I have, in fact, 3 people in mind, so it doesn't matter who you pick. I got 2 backups.
Okay.
But go ahead.
It's a lot of pressure.
You can go main.
I know who I'm picking.
You
And
can-
it's fucking. It's ludicrous.
You can go main character to get that additional like appeal if you want. You know what I mean?
Mission specialist.
You could pick Cisco.
No, not with Picard.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's no good because we're tacking them onto this
This
team.
is Nate trying
Yes.
to get a fucking command level officer.
I just need a captain.
I just need a captain. Right?
No,
This is gonna completely alter the teams as we see them.
no, it's not. You're
We're-
picking
No,
a
we can-
supplemental member.
We can decide after the fact if this is included.
Dean, you know
in
what the
vote
right
based
choice.
on.
Do I?
Yes, I think you do.
A mission specialist. Let's think about this. Mission specialist.
And who knows what the mission is?
So you want somebody versatile? You're talking like
Yeah,
a Swiss Army knife pick.
Or you could throw out a gag mission and be like, we're going to do X and this is who we're bringing. This is just your
think I know
this
who
is
the
your
right
chance
pick
to
is,
shine.
but I don't necessarily do.
No, there's multiple right picks, of course, because you can make anything funny.
This is true. This is true. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it a second.
Oh,
But,
by all means, by all means.
But mission specialist is an interesting pick because it's somebody who fills out a role.
Something you think is missing on your team or whatever.
Sure.
Yep.
Honestly, what I think is missing for my team is martial prowess. I think a straight killer.
Oh, I got the perfect.
That's what I'm looking for. A straight killer, huh? And you're talking, it doesn't matter who it is, just like an attaché, like this guy's beaming down with us.
I mean, yeah, whoever you pick, I am going to attack as a terrible choice.
No,
But
of course. All right, Chad, who do you got? Who should we put in here? Let's
Who should
appeal.
You're crowdsourcing information for
Let's
a vote?
appeal.
You
Let's
fucking piece of shit. No, you're not allowed to ask for opinions.
I'm not allowed.
I mean, not by the rules. You're allowed to be a piece of shit. You want to be.
Yeah.
Wait, but the rules say I can't ask? He sprung up a fucking extra pick at the 0 hour.
Exactly. For fun.
We're a fucking destroyer, baby. We turn on a fucking dime. We're not a Cadillac, all right?
Dean,
On a
looking at your
dime.
team, you know who you need?
Who's
Wesley.
that? Yeah, I sure do.
You should pick Wesley.
He's a traveler now.
I wouldn't get one fucking vote. Mission specialist, huh? Somebody I'm bringing for a specific purpose. Could be anybody.
And you can
says.
state that
So,
purpose,
Dean,
or you can
look
just
in the
say
chat.
this person supplements your.
Look at the chat.
Somebody
Yeah.
that's coming just for
Oh, there's a good choice.
There's a good one in the chat. You'll be sold immediately.
just coming for funsies.
Yep. Someone to make the
Mission
episode entertaining, if you will.
Somebody. Oh, is that if the goal?
Oh, no. Well, the goal is whatever you say it is right now, Dean. You get to pick your goal and your
We
specialist.
picked a generalized away team. Now
Yeah.
we're talking about you get to specify your away team. Who's your
and
specialist?
your mission and kind of have fun with it. It's a creative exercise.
A creative exercise that I want to have fun with. Easy pick. Quark.
That's
Let's
a
fucking go,
great pick.
dude. That's amazing.
That may have won you my vote, Dean.
That's so
Because
good.
Quark was on my short list.
Make the episode fun. You say. I say go Quark.
So so there was the three obvious choices. I thought Quark, Khan, as I hinted at.
Hold on. You haven't gone yet, and
No.
I haven't gone yet.
I'm
So
going right now,
He's going right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
and I mean I
Could
I don't-
care less
I
what
don't
you
know
pick,
if
Brian.
I don't know if any
give a
any
fuck what you
person
pick.
I say gives you a hint to help your piece of shit team. No, Khan was and is still strong in my mind. But once again, looking at my killer's row,
You got a murderer's row there.
I don't need a Khan.
Nor do you need a gull.
No, I don't need a gold Ducat. I hadn't even thought of gold Ducat.
Gold Ducat's a great pick.
The chat is
Good
exceptional.
call. Hey, Janet Andrews. Jake Andrews, this is for you.
Yeah. I think I need something softer. I need some kind of appeal.
Yes, Nathan. Pick
Some
me
kind
and
of-
tank your team.
I'm picking Tasha Yar's hot sister from the Rape Planet.
You could
Is that Linda Hamilton?
you could do that. I
Listen
would
to-
probably just pick who is it in DS9 who is like head of Ryza. She's a famous
Oh, yeah,
singer,
yeah,
actress. I forget her name.
They're going to pick Vosh.
No. Although she could distract your away team, and we could succeed.
Are we allowed to interfere with each other's away
I
teams?
think that's all.
Can I get a steal? Let's insert fucking rules 27B.
So going on what the internet likes, because the internet is going to be voting, I almost want to say Spot, Data's cat, because everybody loves cats.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't need another killer, and all my Quark was my good pick. I hate you, Dean. I was going all DS9. Now I'm stalling.
Yeah.
No, you're stalling.
Yeah,
I
but you know what?
to stall to
Dean's
think.
away team
Yeah.
suffers from Quark. It's a great pick.
Mission specialist.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
the episode fun, I think it
Yeah,
was said.
exactly. I actually think that's what Dean needed was that fun fact.
It's a great pick
It is
from
pretty
a
fun, guys.
from a fan standpoint, but
Let's see.
usefulness.
I
How
could,
dare you? Quark is super useful. How many times are you going to be proven wrong on how awesome Quark is as a character and how useful he can be?
By Ex Machina, by Deus Ex Machina and writer devices. I'm just thinking about him in.
I'm going to continue my theme then. DS9, fucking killers, Garrick.
Oh, that's so. That was me, man. You fucking piece of shit.
Nice one.
You needed a killer.
I-
I'm taking him off the board. I'm taking Garrick off the board mostly for that reason.
Murder machine.
Yep.
Fuck.
Garrick's a good pick.
There's some other killers out there.
Well, you guys better fill like 10 minutes of material right now because
you think?
you
I
can
had
do
kid-
it. I believe in you.
Yeah, maybe somebody that can oil up 7 and 9 for you when she goes on the fritz.
Tucker
Chakotay?
to Paul. They're really good at oiling each other up. And they're
Apparently.
fucking,
You're right. You could use a Vulcan. I mean, you have two emotionless.
no, I don't need any
Your
more.
team's
robots
Your
already.
team's a mess.
My team's a
I'm
mess.
just teasing you.
My team's fucking dope.
Kirk, this fucking guy going
It
out
was
for me
made
for
by a
Quark.
dope.
He last picks Kirk.
Yeah.
Well,
You
no.
guys didn't first pick Kirk.
Yeah.
Your mistake.
All you people with your captains, all us killers will get the job done.
Well, don't worry, because
Those Romulans are gonna be in the war. Okay,
I'm picking a fucking out of the fucking blue, real
not Khan,
strange killer, Roga Danar.
You know, he had crossed my mind. Yep,
Roga Danar. I think that
You are clever.
I'm going after the most obscure pick on our list as a specialist.
You went Rogue or Danar, not Ro Lauren or somebody like that?
No.
Yep.
Roga
Or,
Danar. Fucking he can hide from sensors. He's fucking martially adept.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if
he's
you could
tricksy.
He's tricksy. And if you can get him, if you could get him in the command structure, which I'm assuming is presupposed in this away mission.
Yeah,
Not necessarily, like just a mission specialist.
And I think
Somebody
he's
that
going to be
tags
mission.
along.
He's going to be mission driven. You know what I mean? He knows.
Yes.
He's going to get that Angosian.
He's gonna
civilization to fall.
Yeah, him and Kirk are gonna fight to the death. Odo's gonna have to intervene. And
He's going to fuck over James Cromwell no matter what it
Your
takes.
team is a disaster. It's gonna be infighting like crazy.
Infighting, dude.
Hey,
Kirk's
Data-
gonna fuck 7 of 9 while Data attempts to apprehend Rogue or Danar, who's strangling Odo.
All right, in his defense, it's going to be a fantastic episode.
Fair enough. It'll be a good episode.
Mine will definitely be the most entertaining episode. But I will say, I think, first off,
Mine's
Data's
going to
always
have
going
the
to follow
highest
orders.
body count. I mean, people are dying.
Odo's going to follow draconian orders, which Kirk will issue. I think my weakest pick, if I'm being honest, was probably Trip, and it's because the people won't appreciate that he's a fucking great MacGyver engineer, as shown throughout the Enterprise series. People who haven't seen Enterprise enough don't know that Trip Tucker, I think, is one of the best engineers that we've seen, that you see a lot of, because he happens to also be the second in command.
Well, I was going to say, and Roga Danar can take out Zephram Cochrane. So, I mean,
Fucking in one move.
he's used to it. He's already done it.
Roga Danar is my super
he's not a bad pick.
obscure
Yeah,
pick.
and he's not obscure either. I mean, super soldier.
But I had to
He's in
think,
only one episode.
I had
That
to
is-
think on the quick with
Yeah.
the Garrick pick, because
Yeah.
fuck, that was, I banked
And
on that.
Odo seems to do most of his best work on the station too.
It's true, but
Well, he
I
could
think
stay
we
on
can
the station. He could be
see his-
talking to them.
I think it's
you know?
pretty easy to see his versatility in an away mission situation.
Oh, easily, yeah.
All right. Well, Jake makes a valid point that your away team will play out like the Dirty Dozen. They're not all making it home, but
I'm trusting in Kirk's ultimate leadership to fucking glue the team
He's
together.
gonna argue with Data for 20 minutes.
so all you DS9 fans, pick
He's
mine.
used to arguing with Spock.
because other than Spock, all of my characters
Except
are
that-
central to DS9. So
You put your eggs in one fucking basket.
That's
dude.
not a bad play though, thematically speaking.
It's not
yeah,
bad.
but it would have been better to go TNG or original series.
I mean, as we've stated though, when you're only picking
Yeah.
15/18
It's
characters,
tough.
we all
Yeah.
have stacked teams.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're
of
just
course.
pitching.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figure Spock's gonna guide us. He's in command, but I mean, I got some hyper competent folks, and then I got that one X factor who's willing to do whatever it takes, to succeed. And that-
Indeed.
so long as the mission also agrees with what he wants.
I like the idea of an auxiliary character
Yeah,
who is part of the mission incidentally.
Yeah.
Like they're there because they have to be there for
and Quark
because
was
there's
a
a-
great pick.
because
I
there's a
really-
reason for him to be there.
I didn't think you'd go there.
and Quark, by the way, is a great pick, because I think that beyond being a fan favorite and making whatever episode it would be into a very
Into a
entertaining
great
episode,
yeah.
the away mission, like I can see a million different situations where
Permutations.
Quark would be a useful character to have.
Yep.
Right.
For his very specific and unique skill set that's very different from any other character in Trek.
In Star Trek.
Yeah, he and Dax get along great.
Indeed.
He's going to augment Picard's diplomacy, because actually I think Quark has a very high kind of that diplomacy, that like ability to read people and everything, way better than Troy.
We have such a weird energy of talking each other's teams up and talking shit about each other's teams at the same
that's
time.
not the way it's supposed to be, But he's going to get Geordi all the parts to make his blow up dolls. He's going to get Bones all of his exotic alcohols.
And
Jordy's going to
Sal's.
disillusion
And-
fucking Jadzia immediately. He's going to try, and it's going to fail.
Yeah, will Jordy try to hook up with Dax immediately, like Bashir did?
I feel like Dax
in
would throw him
DS9,
a
or-
mercy fuck.
Maybe
She might.
She
She's
kind of
cool like
seems
that.
a
She's
little
chill.
pansexual. Like
She's chill.
she's
She's
down
chill.
for
season
anything
one
once.
Dax, season two
She's
Dax,
pretty chill.
probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
she's chill.
Well, as soon as Jordy goes, I'm a virgin. I mean, she's in. She's
She's like,
gonna help him out.
adorable. Come with
She's gonna
me.
help him out for a story that she can
Change him
tell
forever. Poor
For-
bastard.
for a story she can tell for generations.
She has got to be insane. But anyway, Nathan's team is basically like fucking DevGru. They're like fucking just the death operators, soul
Spec ops.
snatchers. Fucking DevGru over here, just doing missions behind enemy lines.
4 out of his 6 people are just straight killers.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
No,
sorry.
no.
3
no.
out of 6 are straight
5
killers.
of 6 are murderers. I've seen Spock. Yeah. You're right. Probably 4 of 6.
Yeah.
Worf, O'Brien, Garrick, and Kira.
I'm hoping the morality of Spock and Bashir can kind of restrain the other 4.
Bashir's there just to patch them up when they get wounded, and Spock's there to make cold calculating fucking like this is our egress route and our
Yeah, Spock could
Ingress
make
route.
things ever so much worse. Well,
some
it'd be
cover
much
fire.
better.
Put some cover fire on that MG-42 while Kira maneuvers into the back position.
Just poison the water supply.
Yes.
Losses are acceptable.
Remember what happened to you at
It will hit
73.
their troops as well.
I would vote Spock for
Don't
King
shoot,
of
let
England.
them burn. Live long and prosper.
Save the bullets.
We might need them later.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, good time. This was a fun time, boys.
Yeah, man.
So I guess we'll put these up on Jot form and then push
Yeah.
that link out to people.
Yeah. And we'll do a quick preamble in the next episode to say who won what.
Yeah.
You know, me,
Be good
because of
time.
my great team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I lose because of Roga Danar.
All
Oh,
part,
no, in
are
defense,
all-
it's going to be Tucker. Trucker. It's going to be Trucker.
If people
Sorry, that's
can't
ma-
appreciate
you know who would have been a good
Tucker, fuck them.
you know who would
If
have
I
been,
lose because of that, then fuck the listeners.
yeah. Do you know who would have been a good auxiliary pick? Commander Kern.
Kern.
Worf's brother.
It would have been good. It's good.
Kern was in my mind. Yeah.
In your movie.
Yeah, he was a little bit too.
Well, I almost threw him out there because of.
But he
the-
gets more screen time than like a Rogue or Danar does.
He does.
I had thought about going gag, kind of like all one-offs.
That's why I
and
went
stuff
kind of cork.
Yeah.
It was kind of gaggy, but
like that. Gaggy.
I think it
sounds
makes
awful.
sense though.
it's terrible.
But no, I was going to suggest Kern
Pornhub
because
algorithms.
he was a Starfleet officer for a single episode when they were doing the exchange.
Well,
He would have counted, in my humble
Shadich.
opinion, as the applicable lawyer. But yeah, I didn't pick him.
nah.
Too many great characters.
No, I
Main
think
characters.
honestly, thank you guys for humoring me on this episode. This was my idea to do an away team draft.
Thank you. Oh, in case you didn't know. All right, there you go. His idea.
yeah, it was my idea, which
Steve
they
left.
shat upon for several months, and we
We never
dragged
did.
it up.
We never shot upon it.
Well, no, it was just put on the back burner.
Well, no, it was.
Dude, you think we thought about it more than the second you mentioned it on that episode?
What is it
We
John
got
Hamm
lives.
says? John
we
Hamm
never even
says-
thought about it.
I don't think of you at all.
When I'm not in this place,
Shitting
You
on
disappear.
it.
What is
shitting
that
on
from?
it
'Cause I only know it
implies
as a meme.
thinking about it.
That meme of like someone's talking to John Hamm in like an elevator. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
I don't think of you at all.
Yeah.
And the doors close. I don't know what that's from.
It's from
Is it Mad Men or is
yes.
it okay?
Yes.
Because I never watched that. But
Yep. Mad Men.
I guess the better point is to make is that fuck whatever opinions are said. Yeah, I came up with this idea and I like it. I think
Yeah.
it went well.
yeah, we can always revisit it at some point too.
Yeah.
Another good point.
You're the
But
man,
with-
bro.
But with new rules.
Ooh.
Ooh.
0 hour auxiliary picks.
Yes.
I like it.
I'm glad you bore with me for my bonus pick. I
All
like that.
medical officers. Just some fucking weird ass rule.
I take Dr. Solar.
okay, fucking chapel, I guess.
It's Susie.
New Chapel?
Like, New Chapel, Old Chapel, yeah. New Chapel appears to be a protege who is just like, you know.
How come you guys didn't pick Mbenga, you racists? Hey, fucking
Because
racist.
let's
I've
look
only
at the
seen him
color
in
of our
4
teams.
episodes.
Just looking through.
Cisco's chilling on the
It's a bunch
sidelines.
of white guys, huh?
Cisco's chilling on the
wait a minute.
sidelines.
Only one person has
I think-
an entirely white team. Well, Data's kind of yellow. Or golden.
Data and Seven and Odo are definitely not white people.
They're not human, but they're white people. They're played by white people.
I think that they take offense to that. I think they think of themselves as people of color.
Maybe.
I don't presume to know what anybody thinks of themselves as, Brian.
I mean, Odo could literally be anything, but
you think I've been oppressed?
I do the oppressing here.
I'm the fucking fascist constable. Where are your papers, Koplow? Let's look that name up. Tied into the...
Seems like an Ellis Island name.
I have a feeling it was changed to hide your true identity. Are there Jews under your floorboards, Mr. Koplow?
Delicious milk, by the way.
Delicious milk. Can I have some creme with my pie? No. Odo's a fascist. You have a fascist on your team.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, we should
My team
all
is winning.
know.
My team versus your teams is winning.
In what respect?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Strength.
Nathan's team will kill your team in the night.
Between Data,
In
Seven,
the night,
dude,
you will have your throats
Data,
cut.
Seven, Odo, and Roga. They fucked that team up.
No, they
I'm
don't.
sorry. Yeah, they
Brian's
do.
team
Worf
as it's
gets
flying
beaten
away.
up by middle-aged white men.
Dude,
Your shuttle is not making planetfall.
Garrick has
It's
sabotaged
gonna
your
close.
shuttle, dude.
Roga
I'm a-
Danar is 3 steps ahead of that. By the way, what we're not talking about is the embarrassing truth that Dean's team loses.
In a fist fight.
In a fist fight. Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, but
But in
I'm
almost
saying
any other like general
in
sense.
in
In any competent sense when it comes to the away team
any
mission,
Starfleet mission.
it's pretty much a lot.
How is your team doing diplomacy wise, Brian?
About as
we're
good as Nathan's,
assimilating
I
them.
think. Yeah.
We're assimilating them.
Yeah, I was gonna say my team is not
Their-
worried about diplomacy.
Their
all right?
resistance is futile, and their distinctionness
Also,
will
to be
they'll
clear-
added to our own.
To be clear, Roger Daner doesn't see shit coming from Garrick, but Kirk might.
Yeah, Kirk's canny.
Kurt's very canny.
Kirk is the linchpin to my team.
He doesn't trust
He's the only reason you're going to get a
non-humans.
vote. I'm going to be honest with you.
He doesn't trust
If
non-humans.
people don't vote for fucking Data and Odo, I'm gonna be pissed.
I think you overestimated Odo's value on your team, but Data's a great pick.
yeah. Wow.
Kirk is
Odo,
a-
though. I mean,
I love Odo.
Yeah.
Kirk is a great 15th pick. Let's put
no
it that
fucking
way.
shit. That's a steal. Jesus Christ. Well,
yeah. Now here's the question: do we do a postscript of listener comments? Let people comment on our teams,
good.
and that could be
Well,
kind
we're
of
gonna have to see how the jot form.
that could be
goes.
the
Yeah, let's hold
Not
off on the jot form. Let's let
bonus.
this episode get
Yeah.
out. Let people
Oh, yeah,
listen
no,
for
no,
a
that's my
while,
plan.
and then
Yeah.
put out the fucking.
oh
thing.
for sure.
But yeah, I'm curious what people because this will generate discussion because you're at home and you're like, oh, who's it? That this is where I would have picked. Oh my god, Odo, what? That's what people do.
Yeah. All I'll say is vote Team Murderers Row.
Yeah. Vote mission success. That's what I'm
Vote
calling
team
my
versatility, team versatility, team murder, and team mission success.
Criminal.
Team
Roger
criminal. Fucking Odo airlocks Roga Danar before the mission even starts.
Odo would catch Roger in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He's like, they're criminals.
Odo would just be like, I am the law.
He's off
And
the
boom,
team.
he's out of the airlock.
Are you familiar with the electric chair, Roger Danar? Well, this has been a blast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get out of here. And we hope you enjoyed our little away team draft. This was a blast. If you like episodes like this, let us know. And make sure you comment on this stuff. Follow us on Discord and Facebook. All of these links can be found on lsgmedia.net. The links are in the show notes. And if you're on YouTube, the links are in the descriptions. Please check them out. Give us a look. Give us a holler. We appreciate your time. You guys are the best. And for now, we're out. Peace. Well done,
Mission
lads.
success. There's no little indication in there. Yeah, subliminal. My team is designed for mission success.
You've been listening to Kirking Off, a Warped Star Trek Shakedown from LSG Media. Don't forget to visit us online at lsgmedia.net. That's lsgmedia.net.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Kirking Off, a Warped Star Trek Shakedown. Special thanks go out to Floyd Fry for providing his lovely dulcet tones on the intro and outro of the Kirking Off program. He can be found on his podcast called The Pop List, which is really awesome. The Pop List is described as, we make lists and count them down for you with all kinds of stories and facts surrounding each entry. Our lists range from pop culture to true crime, history, mysteries, and everything in between. We also try to learn something along the way. I tell you what, it's a really good show. He's got stuff like the history of beer. He talks about stories from the mafia, the ghost car of Bosnia. He talks about cannibalism, mass disappearances, you name it. Check it out, The Pop List. You can also find Floyd Fry on his TikTok, which is gigantic, by the way. He's got a ton of followers. It's just at Floyd Fry. He does a bunch of awesome cooking videos. He's a joy. He's a gem. And of course, we have to thank the Scofflaws for allowing us to use this awesome song. Nathan heard it. He said, I got the perfect song for this program. We reached out to them, and they were awesome. And they said, use it, man, no problem. So thanks to the Scofflaws. All right, we're going to get out of here, and we will see you on the next episode.